The vibration of his phone shattered the silence at 3:47 a.m. Min-jae Park stared at the unknown number, illuminating his penthouse bedroom, every nerve ending screaming warning. In his world, calls at this ungodly hour meant one of three things: blood, betrayal, or death. Sometimes all three. Mr. Park. The voice on the other end was clinical, professional. "This is Mount Sinai Hospital. Your wife, ex-wife," Min-jae corrected automatically, though the word tasted like ash in his mouth. "Your ex-wife, Maya Richardson, was admitted 2 hours ago. She's in active labor, but there are complications. The baby is showing signs of distress." The nurse paused. "She's been asking for you, sir." The room tilted. 8 months. It had been 8 brutal months since he'd watched Maya walk out of his life, her shoulders squared with determination, even as tears streamed down her beautiful face. 8 months since she'd placed her wedding ring on his desk and told him she couldn't live in his shadow anymore. 8 months of drowning his regret in work and whiskey, building walls so high that even his younger brother Tay couldn't breach them. And now this. "I'll be there in 12 minutes, he said, already pulling on clothes with hands that trembled ever so slightly. But there was one detail the nurse had mentioned that kept replaying in his mind like a broken record. The baby. Maya was having a baby. His baby. A child he'd known nothing about. 3 years earlier, Maya Richardson had learned the hard way that life didn't come with guarantees. At 27, she was juggling 2 jobs, medical billing specialist by day, bartender at the Crimson Lounge by night, and still barely scraping together enough for rent on her cramped studio in Harlem. But she had her pride, her mother's silver locket around her neck, and a determination that burned brighter than the city lights. The Crimson Lounge wasn't just any establishment. Everyone who mattered in New York knew it belonged to the Park family, one of the most powerful Korean organized crime syndicates on the East Coast. Maya knew the whispers, recognized the way certain patrons commanded instant respect, noticed how the manager's voice would shake when taking specific reservations. But the tips were exceptional. The schedule worked around her day job, and she'd mastered the art of navigating dangerous spaces without drawing attention. She never expected to literally collide with the man who owned her world. It happened on a Friday night in late September. The lounge was packed, bass-heavy music pulsing through the space, expensive cologne mixing with top-shelf liquor. Maya balanced a tray of premium scotch, weaving through the crowd with the grace of someone who'd perfected this dance. She didn't see him until it was too late. A wall of solid muscle in an immaculate charcoal suit, turning at precisely the wrong moment. The tray went flying, crystal shattered against marble. Amber liquid splashed across Italian leather shoes worth more than her monthly salary. Time froze. Maya's heart plummeted as she looked up into the most striking face she'd ever seen. Sharp cheekbones, a jawline that could cut glass, and eyes like black diamonds that seemed to pierce straight through her soul. A thin scar traced from his right eyebrow to his temple, the only flaw on an otherwise devastatingly beautiful face. "Oh my God, I am so sorry," she gasped, immediately dropping to her knees to gather the broken glass, her hands shaking. Around them, the music seemed to dim. Everyone was watching. "Please, I'll pay for the dry cleaning. I'll—" "Stop," one word, delivered in a voice like smoke and steel, with just a hint of an accent that made her skin prickle. A hand appeared in her line of vision. Long fingers, perfectly manicured, a platinum watch that probably cost more than her car. "You'll cut yourself." Maya froze, caught between self-preservation and the shocking gentleness in that command. Slowly, she looked up again. He had crouched down, bringing himself to eye level with her. This close, she could see flecks of amber in those dark eyes, could smell his cologne, something expensive with notes of cedar and bergamot that made her pulse stutter. "I'm really sorry, Mr. Park," she whispered. His gaze traveled over her face with an intensity that made heat crawl up her neck. "Min-jae Park, and you are?" "Unemployed, probably," Maya muttered before her brain could catch up with her mouth. The corner of his mouth twitched. Not quite a smile, but it transformed his face from intimidating to breathtaking. "You think I fire people for accidents? You're the owner." It wasn't a question. Everyone knew Min-jae Park owned the Crimson Lounge, along with half the commercial real estate in Lower Manhattan and several import-export businesses that definitely didn't just import and export legal goods. "And I just destroyed your very expensive shoes." "They're just shoes." He stood in one fluid movement, extending his hand, this time clearly offering to help her up. But you're right about one thing. You do work for me now. Maya blinked, certain she'd misheard over the music that had cautiously resumed. What? Not here. He glanced around at the watching faces, and they all suddenly found somewhere else to look. My companies need good people, someone who apologizes before making excuses, who thinks of consequences. That's rare. His eyes held hers. Come to my office Monday. We'll discuss your qualifications. I'm just a bartender and a billing specialist, Maya said, still kneeling in broken glass and spilled scotch, wondering if she'd hit her head and was hallucinating this entire conversation. Monday, 9 a.m., Park Tower, 45th floor. He pulled a card from his jacket, pressed it into her palm. His fingers were warm, his touch brief but electric. Don't be late, Miss Richardson. Maya Richardson, she said automatically. Maya. He repeated her name slowly, like he was tasting it, savoring it. Maya. Then he nodded once and walked away, his ruined shoes leaving wet prints on the marble floor, his presence parting the crowd like a king moving through his court. Maya knelt there for a full minute after he disappeared, her heart hammering, the business card burning in her hand like a promise or a curse. She wasn't sure which. Around her, the other bartenders were already whispering, shooting her looks that ranged from envious to concerned. Girl, you have no idea what you just stepped into, her co-worker Jasmine murmured, helping Maya to her feet. That man is dangerous. I know, Maya whispered back, tucking the card into her pocket with trembling fingers. But dangerous in what way? Dangerous to her safety? Or dangerous to something far more precious, like her carefully guarded heart? She'd find out Monday. The weekend crawled by in a haze of anxiety and frantic Google searches. Min-jae Park's name yielded surprisingly little concrete information. Business profiles listing vague holdings, photographs from charity galas where he stood stone-faced in designer tuxedos, articles about his real estate empire that praised his business acumen while carefully avoiding certain questions. Nothing about the rumors everyone whispered, nothing about the connections to organized crime. But Maya found one photograph that made her pause. Min-jae Park at a children's hospital fundraiser, and in the background, partially hidden, his expression had softened as he watched a little girl in a wheelchair laugh at something. For just that moment, the ice had melted. Monday morning arrived too quickly. Maya stood before Park Tower in her best interview suit, a navy blazer and pencil skirt from Macy's that she'd bought 2 years ago on sale, feeling like a fraud. The building was all glass and steel, piercing the Manhattan skyline like a sword. Inside, everything screamed money and power. Marble floors, chrome fixtures, impossibly beautiful people in designer clothes moving with purpose. The receptionist's smile was polite, but assessing as Maya gave her name. A 45th floor. Mr. Park is expecting you. The elevator ride felt like ascending to either heaven or hell. Maya wasn't sure which. When the doors opened, a young Korean man with glasses and a friendly smile was waiting. Miss Richardson, I'm James Cho, Mr. Park's executive assistant. Please, follow me. They walked through an office suite that belonged in a magazine spread, floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking Central Park. Art that was probably worth more than Maya would earn in a lifetime. Assistants, moving with quiet efficiency. James stopped at massive double doors. He's finishing a call. He'll be with you shortly. James's smile was genuine. And Miss Richardson, don't let him intimidate you. His bark is worse than his bite. Before Maya could respond, the doors opened from within. Min-jae Park stood backlit by morning sunlight streaming through floor-to-ceiling windows, and Maya's breath caught in her throat. In daylight, in his domain, he was even more devastating. Charcoal suit that probably cost more than her annual salary. Crisp white shirt open at the collar, revealing a glimpse of intricate tattoos snaking up his neck. Dark hair perfectly styled, but it was his eyes that held her captive, still that piercing black. But now she could see the sharp intelligence burning beneath the surface. Miss Richardson, he gestured to the leather chair opposite his massive desk. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Park. Maya sat, forcing her spine straight, channeling every bit of her mother's unshakable dignity, though I'm still not entirely sure what opportunity that is. A ghost of that almost smile appeared. Direct. I like that. He sat across from her, steepling his fingers. I need someone I can trust in a sensitive position. Someone who observes but knows when to stay silent. Someone sharp enough to catch details, wise enough to know which ones matter. That sounds suspiciously like you're hiring a spy. I'm hiring a personal assistant. His gaze never wavered. To me, Maya's heart stumbled. I don't have executive experience. You have 3 years in medical billing, attention to detail, patient confidentiality. You've worked at my lounge for 8 months without a single complaint. Discretion under pressure. City University, business administration, full scholarship. You care for your mother in Brooklyn, help your brother through college, clean record, no vices. He leaned back. Did I miss anything? Maya's mouth went dry. You had me investigated. I investigate everyone who gets close to me. No apology in his tone. In my world, trust comes from facts, not promises. Your world, Maya repeated slowly. The world where you're not just a real estate developer. Silence stretched between them, thick with unspoken truths. Finally, Min-jae spoke, his voice low but firm. I won't lie to you, Maya. My businesses have many layers, some entirely legal, some operate in grey areas. But know this, I've never harmed the innocent, never touched drugs or trafficking. I protect my people, I keep my word, and I deal harshly with those who break theirs. His eyes bored into hers. Work for me, and you'll see things, hear things. But you'll also be safer than ever. Full health coverage, salary 5 times what you make now, and my guarantee, no illegal requests. Why me? The question slipped out before she could stop it. You could hire anyone. For the first time, uncertainty flickered across his face. Because when you looked at me Friday night, you saw a man, not a reputation, not a name to fear. He stood, moving to the window overlooking the city. Everyone wants something from me, power, money, protection, fear. But you just wanted to make it right. That's rare in my world, Maya. That's valuable. Maya rose too, her mind racing. This was madness. Walk away, back to double shifts and scraping by. But something in his voice, the way he stood with hands in pockets, staring at his kingdom like it left him empty, it called to the part of her that dreamed beyond survival. I need 24 hours to think, she said finally. He turned, surprise flashing in those diamond eyes. Most people jumped at his offers. I'm not most people, Mr. Park. No, his voice dropped. Intimate. You're not. As she turned to leave, his voice stopped her. Maya, she looked back. Whatever you decide, your job at the lounge is yours. This changes nothing unless you say yes. That's when she knew. This powerful man who could destroy her with a word was giving her real choice. Few ever had. I'll call tomorrow, she said softly, and walked out before her pounding heart decided for her. Maya said yes. She told herself it was practical, the salary to cover her mother's dialysis. Pay down debt before 30. Nothing to do with how Min-jae Park looked at her like a mystery he ached to unravel. She told herself many convenient lies that first month. Reality surprised her. Yes, signs of his double life. Meetings with stone-faced men speaking rapid Korean, calls behind closed doors, his head of security, a massive man named Rocco, always visibly armed, but also the ordinary, scheduling board meetings, managing his calendar, proofreading contracts, ordering lunch, and Min-jae himself, exacting but fair, demanding excellence and rewarding it. Late nights meant dinner for 2, her mother's health scare. His car took her home, unlimited time off. A vendor got handsy at a meeting. Min-jae's voice turned arctic. The man fled, apologizing. But the small moments undid her. Black coffee, no sugar, always from the same cart 3 blocks away. They get it right. Reading glasses late at work, making him look younger, vulnerable. Korean phone calls with Thai, his voice softening in a way English never heard. The way he'd watch her sometimes, like she was oxygen and he was suffocating. You're staring, Min-jae said one evening, not looking up from quarterly reports. They were alone in his office. Manhattan glittering below like fallen stars, clock past 10. Maya flushed, not staring, thinking loudly. He removed his glasses, meeting her eyes. What's on your mind? She should deflect, keep the professional wall they'd held for 7 weeks. But the late hour, empty office intimacy, lamplight softening his edges, it made her bold. Trying to figure you out. Everyone calls you a monster, ruthless kingpin, but my boss donates anonymously to orphanages, remembers my mother's prescription refills, sends fruit baskets. The man you work for, she faltered, realizing her slip. He is both, Min-jae said quietly, rising with that panther grace. Not good, Maya. Done things that would sicken you. But I built protection for thousands, keeping poison off streets, punishing what law ignores. He stopped inches away, cologne enveloping her. Monster or hero? Human, she whispered. Something ignited in his eyes. Hunger, surprise. Go home. Late. Minjae. His name slipped free. First time, jaw clenched. Don't make this harder. Make what harder? He closed distance, backing her against the desk, hands bracketing without touching, pupils dilated, breath ragged. You work for me, rules exist. Cross them, I'm no better than scum I eliminate. What if I want you to cross? Bold, reckless truth, breath hitched. They froze, lips inches apart, air electric. Then he wrenched back. Home, Maya, please. She left, feeling his gaze to the elevator. Glancing back, he stood at the window, palm pressed to glass, face raw agony. Everything changed that night. Next morning, James grinned knowingly. Boss in since 5. Hasn't emerged. Whatever last night, you rattled him. Nothing happened. Maya protested, cheeks burning. Right. Never seen him like this. Ever. Rocco appeared. Miss Richardson, Mr. Park needs you. Heart pounding, she entered. Minjae behind desk, black suit disheveled, shadows under eyes. Door. She closed it softly. Thought about last night. Voice controlled. Strain underneath. Boundaries. If we cross, no return. My world dangerous. Loved ones targets. And he struggled. Haven't wanted like this in years. Makes me reckless. Maybe safe bored me, Maya said quietly. Always safe. Always empty. Chair scraped. 3 strides. Hand cupping her face gently, thumb tracing cheek. No idea what you ask. Show me. Control shattered. He kissed, like starving, hand in hair, deepening desperately. Maya clutched his jacket, gasping into his mouth, breaking apart, foreheads touching, breathing ragged. Insane. Completely. She smiled. Still, boss. What to do with you? Few ideas. Bold again, eyes darkened. Dangerous. Real smile transformed him. Younger, lighter. Rules, she said practically, lips tingling. Private. No work PDA. Fair. Agreed. Hand lingered. But no, mine means mine. No sharing. Protect utterly. Heat pooled. Works. But mutual you mind too. Or flickered. Never belonged. First for everything. Softer kiss. Reverent. Dinner tonight. Not boss. Man wanting all of you. Date. Mr. Park. Is. Call me Minjae alone. That night. Small Korean spot in Harlem. Plastic tables. Handwritten menus. Owner's grandma beamed. Pretty girlfriend. Yes, Minjae agreed, hand finding hers. Hours talking, her med school dreams, his family pressures, her mum's Georgia tales, his soul memories, chopstick lessons, her hot sauce shocking him. Deadly, he gasped. Character, she teased. Walking to car, hands linked. Maya fell, had since glass night. Best date, she admitted. Same, kissing knuckles. Through city lights, she believed love could merge worlds. 6 months into their relationship, Maya had woven seamlessly into Minjae's world. She'd met his brother Tai, who stared in shock before hugging her fiercely. You make him human again. She'd learned the unspoken rules, which meetings to vanish from, which men were allies, which liabilities. Loving Minjae meant accepting nights he returned with bruised knuckles and haunted eyes, refusing to explain. Marry me. They were tangled on his penthouse couch, some K-drama murmuring ignored. His fingers traced her hair. She was half dozing, content beyond words. What? She sat up, heart slamming. He faced her, eyes burning. Been marry me, Maya. Fast, complicated life, but certain. Only certainty. Box appeared. Ring gleaming, solitaire emerald cut diamond, subtle halo, elegant. You make better, man. Believe possible. Yes. Hands shook, looking ring to face. Should pause, weigh dangers. 8 months known. But this lethal man softened for her, remembered her coffee, held her through mom's decline. Only answer, yes. Kiss devoured, claiming, tender. Ring slid on, his tremor undoing her. Love you, damned or not. Love you. Damnation together. City Hall 2 months later. Just Tay, James, Maya's mum. Simple, perfect. Love in starlight vows. First year. Bliss pierced by fights. Late nights, hospital vigils for Mum, his protection clashing her independence, always reconciled, until shattering night. Maya returned from Mum's to find Min Jae's office door ajar. Inside, elegant Korean woman, tall, porcelain, hand on his arm, intimate lean, her smile possessive. Min Jae. He spun, guilt flashing before mask. Maya, early. Who? Lee Soo-jin, Min Jae and I. History. Her tone dripped possession. What history? Soo-jin, leaving, Min Jae snapped. Was I? Smile venomous. Discussing alliance. And us. Out. Voice arctic. Enemy tone. Soo-jin glided past, eyes promising war. Silence suffocated. Truth? Maya, fists clenched. Min Jae raked hair. Alost, another syndicate head's daughter. Family's arranged betrothal. Pre-you ended it. She's back. Arranged marriage. Blow landed. Hid it. Like cheating. Anger flared. Never touched another since you. Then why here? Touching. Guilty. Father demands war sons merger. Merger demands me wedding her. Alliance seal. Found alternatives. Spared you worry. World spun. They want you hers. Won't happen. Reached. She retreated. Hurt ravaged him. Never forced. Burn empires first. War. Blood. Tears scorched. Can't cause that. No blood. Voice wavered. Solution coming. Tell when. Handle shadows. Secrets. Not fair. She yanked ring. Offered shaking. Secrets world. Tried trusting. But hid. Let believe safe while plotted steal you. Maya, no. Voice cracked. Don't let win. Doubt her plan. Question us in your world. Ring dropped. I can't fear daily past destroying future. I'll quit. Burst desperate. All powers everything. Don't leave. Only good I've known. Wanted believe. Collapse into arms. But saw loyalty. Dependence. Twisted protection. Can't. They'd kill resist. Resent me eventually. Never you. Closed gap. Hands framing, face trembling. Sarangae. Maya. Love beyond life. Korean endearment shattered. Stepped back. Grabbed purse. Time. Think. How much? Unknown. Fled before crumbling. Didn't know pregnant. 2 weeks later. Nausea. Test. 2 lines. World imploded. Divorce filed. Kept secret. Proud. Terrified burden. 8 months. Mom's old Brooklyn walk-up. Double shifts clinics. Saving. Belly grew. Kick strong. Regret gnawing. Blocked him everywhere. Vanished. Lies. Best for child. Safety over luxury. Truth. Terror. He'd claim baby. Reject. Endless nightmares. Hand protective. Weeping absent father. Tell, Mum urged endlessly. But hid threat too, never trusted enough together. Contractions hit evening shift. Twinge to agony. Maya, Dr. Patel. Water broke. Hospital. Chaos. Ambulance. ER glare. Pain consuming. One thought. Min Jae here. Baby distress. Doctor urgent. Emergency C. Anyone call? Husband. Min Jae Park. Number spilled. Memorized despite blocks. Tell need him. Uncertain he'd come. Forgive abandonment. Silence. Prep when doors crashed. Min Jae, suit jacket over sweats. Hair wild, pale, eyes locking hers. Sob escaped. Here. 3 strides. Hand lifeline. Here. Maya. Sorry late. Here. 8 cementius. Doctor. Move. Daughter. Min Jae cracked. Grip iron. Sorry. Maya gasped. Scared. Foolish. Didn't tell. Later. Kisses forehead. Cheeks. Meet daughter. Surgery. Hand never left. Murmurs Korean English. Soothing soul deep. Cry pierced. Min Jae stilled. Tears streamed. Shock. Our daughter. Reverent. £7.5 Oz. Nurse. Healthy. Hold dad. Cradled like glass. Killer hands. Gentle infinity. Eyes met. Love. Wonder. Forgiveness. Healing crack. Your eyes. Thick. Perfect. Recovery blur. Refused leave. Chair slept. Diapered. Swaddled. Korean lullabies while she rested. Aria. Blended cultures. Day 2. Alone. Unavoidable talk. Handled Soo-jin. Quiet. Aria cradled. Day after left. Father ward. Economic war. Bought firms. Severed lines. Backed rivals. 2 months. Begged. Marriage off permanent. Heart clenched. Never reached. Blocked everywhere. Fact. No blame. Thought better without. Safer. happier, miserable, confession raw, daily, but terrified return endangered baby, hour, awe at Arya, almost missed birth, firsts, why no trust, saw love, cost, tears, threats, violence, shadow, child there, let protect, hurt, devastated, died first, no chance, solo choice, no, wrong, sorry, talked, trusted solution together, scared, hormonal, paused, should told Sujin, instant, set Arya bassinet, bed edge, hands hers, protected worry, created distrust truth, my fault, silence, 8 months pain, baby symbol, love failure, unknown return, whispered, same, thumb circled palm, love you, love daughter, lifetime rebuild trust if allow, organization, stepping back, firm, planned, not full leave, vacuum risks, Tay ready daily, advisor role, priority you two, hope, fragile, started transition, pocket, her ring, pocket daily, heart close, waiting return, eyes intense, put back, husband again, father, imperfect, total, looked daughter, unending love, life if brave, condition, anything, no secrets, scary, dangerous, together, promise, promise trust, communicate, not run, deal, ring home fit, love, Maya Richardson Park, never stopped, love, Min Jae, furious, still, kiss, promise, tears, hope, Arya cooed commentary, laugh tears, opinions already, your daughter, grin beloved smile, picked Arya, heart swelled, kingpin undone by infant, family clicked, imperfect, love defying death, father said strongest chains love, blood, kept promises, soft Arya's hand, crime lord, loved mother beyond power, sick left all, understood now you had her, burn empire keep safe, hope not, head shoulder, hope, new fort, protected. 3 days later, they brought Arya home, not to Min Jae's cold penthouse fortress, but a brownstone in Harlem he'd purchased 18 months ago, kept secret, bought after wedding, he admitted, parking on tree-lined street, wanted home, not stronghold, safe for, trailed off, sheepish, family, Maya finished, throat tight, family, confirmed, house perfect, 4 stories brick, gleaming floors, backyard garden, nursery ready, crib, rocker, stocked shelves, Maya world, when? After hospital call, 4 hours prep, every favor called, ridiculous, smiling, tears, man planned future through 8-month separation, yours, pulled close, only want be, first weeks, adjustment, Min Jae learned fatherhood, diapers midnight, burps, soothing cries, stepped back organization, Tay handled operations, Min Jae advised remotely, Maya watched lethal hands, gentle bottles, singing Korean lullabies, heart melting, challenges arose, sleepless nights, Min Jae's phone buzzing threats he shielded, old habits, he'd vanish meetings, return tense, no secrets, Maya reminded firmly, he nodded, shared rival encroachments, alliance strains, transparency built trust brick by brick, Maya's mom met granddaughter, eyes twinkling, strong names, survived worse, hugged Min Jae surprising, protect girls, or answer me, always solemn, 6 months flew, Arya firsts, roll, laugh, crawl, Min Jae present, missed none, business stabilized, Tay thrived, Min Jae invested legit, restaurants, real estate clean, Maya resumed billing part-time, dreamed nurse school, one evening, dinner table, Arya smashing peas, Min Jae watched adoring, renew vows, Maya paused fork, why, first rushed, secret baby, divorce shadow, want public, world no, chose you, choose daily, heart swelled, yes, renewal, small Brooklyn Park, cherry blossoms, family, James, Rocco, softened uncle, Mum's church friends, Maya white lace, Min Jae charcoal suit, vows deeper, through shadows, secrets, chose light, you, rings exchanged, kiss sealed, Arya clapped from Tay's arms, years blurred, beautiful, Arya 3 fierce, Maya's curls, Min Jae's eyes, bossy charm, Min Jae fully transitioned, organization reformed under Thai, legit empire boomed, hotels, philanthropy, no blood hands, Second pregnancy surprise. Boy, Kai. Birth smooth. Min-jae steady. Lessons learned. Family dinners. Laughter, chaos. Arya bossed brother. Maya teased Min-jae chopsticks fails. He countered hot sauce revenge. Nights. Kids asleep. Tangled sheets. Worth every fight, he murmured. Tracing scar matching his labor souvenir. Worth everything as agreed. One night, park bench, kids playing sunset gilding. Strongest chains, Min-jae echoed father. Love, blood, promises kept. Maya smiled. You proved. Hand squeezed. We proved. From shadows to light. Survived divorce. Secrets, dangers. Chose each other daily. Imperfect family. Unbreakable bonds. But rewind to those fragile first months after reconciliation. Not all smooth. Min-jae's world lingered like smoke, late-night calls pulling him away, tension lines etching his face upon return. Maya felt it, organization fractures, rivals testing new leadership under Tae. One night, 2 a.m., door clicked. Min-jae entered nursery, finding Maya rocking Arya through colic cries. Another meeting, voice soft, hurt. He sighed, loosening tie. Tae needed counsel. Rival pushing warehouse territory. Details. Firm. No secrets. Reluctant. Shared names, strategies, threats veiled. Maya listened, piecing dangers. They target family. Never reach. But eyes shadowed. Trust rebuilt slowly. Maya insisted family meetings. Weekly dinners. No phones. Min-jae resisted. Business waits. But relented. Table became sanctuary. Arya's babbles. Maya's laughter easing his knots. Maya's mom, now Grandma Central, visited often. Kitchen takeover. Collard greens met, kimchi jjigae. Boy need roots both worlds, declared stirring pot. Min-jae chopped vegetables awkwardly, earning her nod. Good hands, use right. External pressures mounted. Sujin's father, humbled but bitter, sent emissaries, subtle warnings. Rocco intercepted packages at brownstone gates. Stay vigilant, advised. Min-jae doubled security. Discreet shadows. Bulletproof nursery glass. Maya adapted, channeling resilience. Prenatal yoga downtown, playdates vetted. But isolation gnawed. Normal life, ventured one afternoon. Arya napping. Building it. Min-jae serious. Selling dirty assets. Tae cleans operations. Protection rackets to security firms. Legit front companies expand. Progress tangible. First restaurant opened Bronx. Fusion Korean soul food. Opening night, Maya by side, critics raved. Your idea, he murmured, arm waist. Ours. Pride swelled. Mother's health declined further. Hospice discussions loomed. Maya confided fears. Min-jae arranged specialists, private care, final days, bedside vigil together. Mom gripped hands. Chose well, baby girl. He fights you. Passed peacefully. Legacy in Arya's dimples. Grief bonded deeper. Funeral. Min-jae supported silently. Korean traditions blended memorial. Strength yours, whispered. Business pivot accelerated. Min-jae testified anonymously. Federal task force, exposing rivals trafficking. Immunity deal. Risky, but severed ties. Tae assumed full control. Brotherly pact sealed blood oaths anew. Maya pursued certification. Medical assistant program nights. Min-jae funded unasked, celebrated exams with candlelit dinner. Proud, simple, Arya milestones magic, first steps toward daddy, collapsing laughter arms, birthday parties, piñatas, hanbok onesies, family photos, framed walls, testament survival. Tensions peaked one storm-lashed night. Rocco urgent call, ambush on Tae's convoy, minor injuries. Min-jae mobilized, vanishing hours. Maya paced, Arya sensing unrest. Dawn return, split lip, knuckles raw. Handled, details, insisted. Relayed, rival hit, retaliation swift, assets frozen. Enforcers arrested, ending era. Exhaustion hit, collapsed couch. Maya cleaned wounds. Quit fully. Soon, one last negotiation. Week later, summit neutral ground. Maya waited anxious. Phone clutched. Hours ticked. Midnight text. Done. Clean. Returned transformed. Lighter shoulders. Tae leads. I'm free. Celebration intimate. Champagne. Slow dance. Kitchen. You. Kissed forehead. Saved. We saved. Vow renewal planning joyful. Venue. Harlem Park. Sakura-inspired arches. Guest list intimate. Tay family. James. Rocco's crew softened dads. Dress fittings. Arya's flower girl tutu. Ceremony day. Sun perfect. Maya Isle. Eyes locked Min-jae's, love undimmed. Vows raw. Survive divorce, secrets, shadows. Choose daily through storms. Kiss, thunderous applause. Reception, barbecue, bulgogi. Toasts, teary laughing. Honeymoon local, Catskills cabin. Arya with Ty. Forest walks. Starlit confessions. Second pregnancy discovered there. Test positive. Kai arrived spring. Labor smoother. Min-jae veteran coach. Boy perfect. Maya's nose. Min-jae's intensity. Blended chaos. Arya big sister bossy. Kai serene observer. School runs. Parent-teacher hybrids culture. Min-jae PTA reluctant hero. Volunteers field trips. Empire legit. Park hospitality chain. Foundation scholarships underserved kids. Maya clinic manager. Bridging worlds. Challenges lingered. Cultural clashes. Judgment stares mixed family. But united, deflected. One anniversary. Rooftop dinner cityscape. Kids tucked. Wine flowing. Regret? Maya asked. None. You. Everything. Scar thumb traced. Chains. Love unbreakable. Smiled. Years deepened roots. Arya kindergarten firecracker. Debate skills. Min-jae's. Empathy Maya's. Kai thoughtful artist. Sketching family portraits. Holidays fusion magic. Thanksgiving bibimbap. Lunar New Year mac and cheese. Min-jae's parents visited cautiously. Grandma thawed over Arya's hanbok twirls. Grandpa nodded approval at business acumen. Min-jae authored memoir ghostwritten. Shadows to Dawn. Anonymized Rise. Redemption. Bestseller. Proceeds charities. Speaking tours. Universities. Reformed offenders. Power corrupts unless love redirects. Mantra. Maya Clinic expanded community health center. Free screenings. Cultural competency training. TED Talk viral. Love across divides. Partnerships. Korean-American foundations. Family vacations. Jeju Island beaches. Kids awed temples. Georgia farm reunions. Cousins taught line dancing. Private jet. Security light. Precautions habit. Challenges evolved. Arya teased. Half and half. Fists balled. Min-jae knelt. Whole. Strongest parts both. Home reinforced. Heritage nights. Dual language books. Teen years loomed playful. Arya crushes. Kai quiet storms. Parental united front. Therapy normalized. Communication key. One crisis tested. Ty's leadership challenged internally. Old guard coup attempt. Min-jae mediated neutral, final severance. Family first and declared. Tay stabilized, grateful. Maya pregnancy scare, false alarm. Relief mixed wistful. Too perfect, agreed. Adopted stray puppy. Chaos tripled. Anniversaries ritual. Brownstone rooftop. City symphony. 10th. String quartet. Kids performed poems. Vows refreshed. 8 months apart. Taught value. Never waste. Min-jae surprise. Harlem Community Center namesake. Park Richardson Family Wellness. Ribbon cutting. Tears flowed. You built this, whispered. Daily graces. School pickups jokes. Bedtime stories bilingual. Date nights jazz clubs. Intimacy deepened. Scars badges survival. Reflection evening. Porch swing. Kids inside. That 3:47 call. Min-jae mused. Fate's alarm. Loudest wake up. Maya laughed. Baby distress mirrored ours. Fixed together. Sunset painted gold. Arya burst out. Ice cream run? Kai trailed, hopeful. Family piled car. Laughter echoing. From Mafia shadows, divorce ashes, secret birth. Emerged unbreakable. Love proved. Not perfect people. Perfect commitment. Chose daily. Through blood. Secrets. Trials. Built legacy. Blended. Resilient. Radiant. Family of dreamers. If Min-jae and Maya's journey from shattered vows to unbreakable family warmed your soul, welcome home by subscribing to our channel, where impossible love stories become your weekly heartbeat. In the comments, share your own "We almost lost everything but fought back" tale. Tag a friend needing this hope, and let's build the biggest community of second chance believers. Your story might spark tomorrow's video. What's yours?